All right, so I was gonna say, I'm teaching sitting down. My back is cranky. I do not want to decide that I'm going to move wrong and then do something silly like kick when I'm thinking about it, which has been what happens. So we will bow in such that it is. All right, so Chariot, you guys can all stand up. I'll watch you from the floor. All right, and Kinyay, Kamsahamnida. All right, so it is sparring week. All right, being that it is the week after graduation. All right. I had actually a lot of fun with the last class. We got to do a drill that I'd been thinking about for a while. For those of you who are in advanced class, I think it was advanced class yesterday, I said, oh, I have an idea for a drill. And we actually got to do it. We got to try it out with them. It went pretty well. So we'll do the same thing with you guys. What we're going to do to start is we're going to run a version of the control drill. Okay, where you guys are going to step up, step back, slide up, slide back. I'm going to put one of you in control and everyone else will respond to them. Okay, so what we'll do is I'll pin or spotlight one person's video and you guys will follow that person. Okay, so if they step up, you step back, or they step back, you step up. All right, you guys all know how to do this one. So, and this will be our warm up. So make sure that you're bouncing, all right, real well. All right, get your bodies moving. So who's going to be my first person in control of this drill? Anybody?
Not me, because
all right, Catherine, it's going to be you because you did this drill with me last class. All right, so we're going to make Catherine our main video here. So everybody should be able to see Catherine.
Yes.
All right, is Catherine everyone's main video?
Am.
Yes.
Excellent. Well, I'm still learning, so you never know. All right, so right leg back, guys, guarding stance. All right, so just sliding up, sliding back, stepping up, stepping back. All right, so follow her. Go ahead, guys.
I'm like, I forgot what we're doing here.
Could be anybody's dog. I don't know. There's a bunch of you who that could be your dog.
Not mine this week.
We're not doing the kicking yet?
Nope.
Me.
Got lots of dogs barking. I got multiple houses with different dogs barking.
Yeah.
It's both of my dogs.
My dog is on my back.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Your dog is on your back. None of you can see that, but I can.
Get off of me.
Gallery view. I can.
Okay, let's put you in the other group, mate. Stop biting me.
All right, excellent. And stop. All right, so let's get Catherine off of my spotlight video. All right, so who's my next volunteer? Same drill. Charlie, excellent. Thank you, ma'am. See if Charlie gets attacked by Milo while we're doing this. All right, so is Charlie's everybody's main view?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, excellent. So same thing, stepping up, stepping back, sliding up, stepping back, or slepping. There's a new phrase for you. Let me know how that goes for you. Slepping back. All right, so guarding stance and shut.
I can't see. Did the wrong one.
Looking up.
Is that a bubble that I just saw fly across Charlie's screen?
I don't know.
Where are fan bubbles?
All right, good. And stop. All right, cool. So who's my next volunteer? Uma is my next volunteer. Excellent. All right, so let me make you my person of note here.
Shadow. My God, get out.
All right, so is Uma's everybody's main person?
No.
Yeah? All right. So guarding stance and go ahead, Jack. Poor Shadow. No, it wasn't Shadow. Oh, maybe it was. I have Tyler going here too. All right, and relax, guys. All right, whose dog was that? Oh, it's Milo? Here I was muting Bobby and Tyler thinking it was Shadow.
It's Prince.
Oh, it's
I was
Prince.
gonna say, that's Prince, so it's definitely
I
not
was gonna say
Milo.
Milo's really high pitched all of a sudden. All right, good. All right, so let's do one more. This time we're gonna change it up a little bit. All right. So same drill: stepping up, stepping back, sliding up, stepping back, slepping. I keep using slepping. This is gonna become a new term. And then if you kia, everybody has to roundhouse kick. So off the line roundhouse kick. Just back leg, land it to the front. Okay.
Off the house.
Off the house. Off the house roundhouse kick.
The house.
All right, I'd forgotten about that actually. Okay, so yeah, so you can slide up, slide back, step up, step back. So you got it that time. For kia, and when does you must roundhouse kick. All right, sounds good. Yeah, we're all unmuted. All right, so we can always respond back. All right, so who's gonna be my person? Who's my person? Jane, you're gonna be my person?
Did you say Jane?
Yes, you gonna be my person?
Sure.
Excellent. All right, I'm gonna make you my person. One sec. All right, can everybody see Jane?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, excellent. All right, so guarding stance. And she's out.
Wait, do I say kia and roundhouse kick?
Yes, so if you have the kia when you're roundhouse kick.
Okay. Hut. 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 Hut.
And stop. All right, good. Take a breather, guys. Very, very good. Let me get Jane unpinned here. All right. Crazy noises happening here, guys. All right, so same idea. All right, same idea as last time, but this time when the person of note, person in charge, roundhouse kicks and kias, you're going to follow up with a back kick. Okay, so it might have to be a switch back kick, all right, depending on what side they're on. All right, it can be a regular back kick, but that is your job, is to follow up with a back kick to their roundhouse kick. All right, does that make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you're gonna wanna have your opponent or person in open stance, all right, in order for that to work. Yes, that makes sense? Okay, so if you're not in open stance, you're gonna have to switch. All right, so who's my person?
Master Mermo,
Yes, ma'am.
I just wanted to clarify. So when the other person does the roundhouse kick, we are doing a back kick?
Correct.
Okay.
But if they're doing a roundhouse kick and you guys would be in closed stance, you're gonna have to switch your feet before you can back kick.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so who's my person? I'm just gonna, everyone's gonna have to do something. All right, Katrina, you're up.
Hold on, I'm screw this up.
Video.
All right. So I'm roundhouse kicking and Kia,
Correct.
right?
You are roundhouse kicking. All right. They are back kicking. All right. So is Katrina everybody's person?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. All right. So Kat, go ahead. Okay, good guys. A little glitch there on my end. I don't know if Katrina glitched for anybody else. All right, that's okay. Keep going. Couple more seconds. Oh, we're glitched. All right, and stop. All right, excellent. Take a quick breather, guys. That was very good. All right, well, good adjustment in terms of the side that you needed to be on. All right, so we're gonna do the same drill again. All right, who's my person?
Not me.
I say it's gotta be somebody who hasn't gone yet.
I went in this.
All right, Andrew's gonna be my person. Yay, well done.
Yay.
Andrew.
Yeah.
All right, so Clarissa, you're gonna react to Andrew as if you were not in the room with him. Okay.
yeah.
All right. So are Andrew and Clarissa everybody's thing? Everybody's people?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. Because I thought I did that wrong. Okay. So same thing. All right. Guarding stance. All right. And Shishak.
Wait.
Claire.
Wait.
I don't know if I did that right.
Oh, that's a little wild, guys.
Claire. I'm just kidding.
Clarissa, just do the best you can.
I have no
Dog.
I have no idea.
Gotta
Guys,
go
watch
there.
those back kicks. They're getting messy. Straight back behind you.
Stop. Wait.
Yep, Sheriff. Okay.
All right. And stop. Okay, cool. So I am going to mute people because there's some crazy noises happening, but I will unmute as we go because I have some questions for you guys. So now this was a very big challenge for the intermediate class, but probably is not going to be as much of a challenge for you guys. All right, so are we back? So just thumbs up. Are we back to either gallery view or to me? Yes? Okay, good. I'd say the technology, I always want to double check. Okay, so, and again, you have to raise your hands to answer this question. What is the difference between a defensive fighter and an offensive fighter? I'll say we'll take Uma because she wasn't in class with me, I don't think, before. All right, Uma, what do you got?
Well, the defensive person is like not attacking. It's just like, but the offensive person is attacking like the whole time, but the defensive person isn't. It's just like defending himself with like blocks and.
Okay, you were on the right track, but not quite. They're not blocking. All right, what else? I say, Catherine, you're not allowed to answer because you were totally in class with me when we just did this. Weren't you? No, you weren't? Okay, fine. I'll let you answer then.
We didn't do that question.
Oh, no, that was Bobby's class. Bobby's not allowed to answer, but he's not writing the screen anymore, so that's okay. All right, so Catherine, what do you got?
With an offensive fighter, they tend to go in more and take more risks, so they're more likely to take headshots than a defensive fighter. And a defensive fighter tends to throw kicks that he or she might be able to score on, but puts that person in less of a spot for somebody to come in and kick them.
I don't agree with that. I understand where you're going with it, but I don't agree with it. All right, what else do we got? What other possibilities do we have? Clarissa, what do you think, ma'am?
Like in control.
Okay, so explain.
Like the defensive person is basically going to be following the offense to make sure that they're doing something that like the offense that like benefits them.
Benefits who?
The defense.
Okay. What else? All right. I'm gonna say, Bobby, you were in this class. You can't answer that question. Anyone else? Okay, we got Andrew. Andrew, what do you got?
So like the offensive fighter, which is usually like in control of the fight, and like if they slide up, the defensive fighter's gonna slide back. So like what we're just doing, like the attacker is usually the one that's in control. The defense one is like everyone else. So if the offensive fighter is usually going in and like taking more shots and just like more in control of the fight, and not necessarily pushing the defense fighter around, but is moving around and making, I don't know how to say, like the offensive fighter is more moving and like moving in and in control.
Okay. Now, Bobby, who was in class, what do you got, sir?
All right. So that like the offensive fighter is someone acting first and the defensive fighter is more reacting to what's going on.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. So your offensive fighter is the one who's acting first. Your defensive fighter is the one who's responding. Now, that does not mean your defensive fighter is blocking. It does not mean that they are not taking risks. It does not mean that they are not doing the exact same moves as your offensive fighter. But their job, or right, their fighting style is to react. Okay, and defensive fighters can be very, very, very good fighters. All right, defensive fighters can win just as easily as offensive fighters can. It's just a different fighting style. All right. I would say that defensive fighters have to have a couple of very specific things in their skill set, as do offensive fighters. All right. So defensive fighting, all right, means that we respond to the person kicking, all right, or to the person moving. Now, where things get interesting, all right, is that, so if I'm a defensive fighter, which I am, okay, and I'm in my ring, all right, and I know that I want to throw a back kick, okay, I'm a defensive fighter, I know I want to throw a back kick, all right, how am I going to do that? All right, so Char, what do you got?
Wait for the offensive fighter to throw a roundhouse kick.
Excellent. I'm going to make my offensive fighter throw a roundhouse kick. Okay. How am I going to do that? Catherine. Yes, ma'am.
So
Say it again?
baiting or trapping.
Exactly. I am
Baiting
baiting them or I'm trapping them. Okay. I want them to do what I want them to do. So that's the problem with being a defensive fighter, or the advantage of being a defensive fighter. My goal is that I want to respond the way I want to respond. I know that I want to throw a back kick. It's one of my better kicks. My timing is good. I know that I can score with it. But what that means is I need to force my opponent to do the things that I want them to do. Okay? So I want to force them to throw a roundhouse kick. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to have you guys stand up. It's going to be a little bit like Mafia. All right. So I'm going to send a message to somebody. All right. And you guys are going to, and that person is going to be my control person. All right. They're going to do what I tell them to do. And you guys are going to respond naturally. Okay. Whatever's just like we were before, just like we were sparring. Okay. They're going to do something and you're going to do whatever it is that you would normally do in response to what their motion is. Okay. So let me get everybody back on a slightly better view. And I will be sending a message to somebody momentarily. Maybe. Maybe. 1 second. I can't get myself into the right view here. What is going on here? Okay. I don't know what's going on and why I can't get out of full screen mode. Ah, there we go. I don't know why that happened. Sorry, guys. I haven't sent a message to anybody yet because I couldn't get my computer to work. And yes, I just turned your chat back on. Don't take advantage of it.
Charger says hi.
Whoops. I'm typing into the ether. Let's try that again. See, this is all very mysterious. Now I'm just fixing my spelling. Okay. All right, so now I was gonna say, you have to know who my person is. All right, so Bobby just got my instruction. Okay, so Bobby's in control, and I want you to respond to him. All right, whatever it is that he does, you guys are gonna respond. All right, so Bobby, that makes sense, we're good? All right, so can everyone see him?
No, ma'am.
What's up, Kat? Oh, one second, you're muted, unmute yourself.
Are we all going at once?
So you are all going to respond to whatever Bobby does. So, right, like
At the
he's
same
sparring,
time.
you guys are in the space and you're sparring, he does something, and then you're going to respond. Now, let me just get everyone into gallery view because I want to see if you do what I
Okay.
think. Yeah, Troy, what's up? One second, I can't hear you. What?
Just Olympic, or can we do like .2, like shots, like?
Whatever your response is.
Uh,
He's only doing one thing. And your job is to respond to that one thing. All right, so everyone's in guarding stance. We're all good. No other questions. All right, so
We good?
bouncing. All right, and Bobby, whenever you're ready to go. One second, don't go yet. I lied. Okay, so now whenever you're ready to go ahead. All right, good. So, Bobby, you're gonna want to pause in between motions.
Okay.
Okay, so do it again, guys. Same thing, whatever your response is to whatever he does. All right, cool. That worked. Perfect. Excellent. Relax. Okay, so I had Bobby. Bobby's instructions were from guarding stance, step up aggressively, and Kia. All right, and then the next part of my message is when they slide back or step back, axe kick them. I was banking on the fact that if he was coming towards you, almost all of you were going to choose to step back or slide back, and I was correct. Okay, most of you, not all of you. That is, in fact, what most of you did. Okay, and that's what I was banking on because that allows him to have set that trap. So if you're one of those people who slid back or stepped back, you then got nailed by his axe kick, which was the follow-up. Okay, so defensive sparring, a lot of it is figuring that stuff out. Okay, what can I do to draw out whatever motion it is that I want them to do? So we're gonna do it again. All right, I'm gonna pick somebody new. Ah, wrong buttons. I'm really having trouble with this tonight. Oh, as I say, no, stop. I'm having a hard enough time with my own focus without the Jeopardy theme going.
I'm sorry, I didn't appreciate the fact that it was just quiet. I couldn't handle that.
All right, Uma, this is coming to you. Okay, make sure that what I said makes sense to you. It's the first step. Feel free to write back. It's all very suspicious. Now I've got the Jeopardy theme going. Sorry, all morning I had the song, the Lowly Goat song from The Sound of Music stuck in my head. Because my children and I were talking about yodeling. And so that was what I had in my head.
It's okay. Last night I had stuck in my head a song that my friend used to sing every day in BOCES that I only know 2 lines from. And just out of nowhere I was singing.
I'm clarifying. Dancing action happening. All right, perfect. All right, so Uma's in control. I'm going to make her my pinned and spotlighted video. All right, so is Uma what everyone can see? Thumbs up.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so Uma, you're in control. We're gonna keep you unmuted. I should have everybody else muted. 1 second. Okay, so guarding stance, guys. All right, watch Uma respond to what she does. All right, go ahead. And I think Uma either glitched or didn't throw that next motion. So as soon as they respond, you move. Okay, so do it again. As soon as you see them respond, you move. Okay. Uh-oh, I'm getting messages. Okay, no, I'm not. Okay, good. All right, so as soon as you see them respond, your next motion is whatever it is I told you to do. All right, so try it again. Go ahead. Okay, excellent. So all of you did pretty much what I said that you were going to do. All right, so relax for a second. Okay, so Uma's instructions were Hujin back, wait for them to do something, and then back kick. Because I was banking on the fact that you were all going to slide up or throw a back leg roundhouse kick. And you did not disappoint me. You either slid up, stepped up, or threw a back leg roundhouse kick. Pretty sure every single one of you. All right, which means she succeeded in baiting you, all right, so that she could throw that back kick. Make sense? All right, so everyone understands what we've been doing so far? Sort of, kinda? Yeah, Kat, go ahead. Let me unmute you. Maybe. Unmute yourself. I can't seem to unmute you. What's up?
Okay. Hold on. Now I don't know how to word this. When did we do something when she first slid back, do you mean? If we did something like that?
It's the first, so she did it twice. So the first time she slid back, you guys had the same exact response, but then she paused. All right, because
Okay.
the first time doing the drill. The second time she slid back, you still had the same response, all of you, but she was able to follow up with the last motion of what I had told her to do.
Okay, because I hadn't kicked because I was waiting for her to do something.
You didn't need to
so
kick.
I didn't kick.
You didn't need to
So
kick,
I was-
but all of you had the same response of either sliding up or stepping up. But you didn't
Okay.
have to kick. Either way, you still you came into her back kick. Yes,
Okay.
Catherine, I can't unmute you either. All right, what do you got?
I slid up diagonally.
Okay, cool. All right, well, that's good. I mean, depending on what side you went to, which I don't know. If you went to her closed side, then you probably avoided the kick. If you went to the open side, you might have gotten nailed, but it's hard to know.
I think I went to the close. It's hard to tell with the zoom.
I
thing
know.
in the-
Oh, I know. It's totally impossible. But okay, good. So that was good. All right, so everyone understands basically what we're doing. Let me get to Jane. Yes, Jane, what's up?
Yeah, so are you trying to say that instead of the stepping in, we should have landed a kick?
Not necessarily. No, not at all. What I'm saying is that a good defensive fighter knows how to draw out the attack they want, or knows how to draw out the motion in their opponent that they want. Okay, because there are certain specific things that you can do that are generally going to have the same response. All right, like you can psychologically, you can sort of bet on the idea that if you're moving back, they're going to move up. Okay, or you can bet on if you're moving up, they're going to move back. Okay, if you're stepping up aggressively, they're probably going to move back. It's all just sort of human nature in terms of fighting.
So
All right,
there's no anti-move that we should or could have done in that?
Absolutely no, because the whole thing is relying on the idea that everybody who sort of has some idea of sparring is going to have the same basic responses to what your motion is. All right, so if I'm in the clinch, all right, and I want my opponent's not a great example. All right, let's say I want to get my opponent into the clinch. All right, I'm tired. I want to clench for a while so that I don't have to move. All right, I have a pretty good idea that if I get close enough to them and commit my body weight forward enough, they're going to come into the clinch with me. Chances are good they're not going to do a whole lot else, especially if we're both tired. So if I want to force that clench, I'm going to do something that I know will elicit that response. All right, this is where sparring becomes like chess, which is what we were talking about in intermediate class. Okay, is that I know what I want you to do. I have to set it up now. Okay, and so a good defensive fighter can be 3-4 moves ahead of an offensive fighter. They're working just as hard, right? They're just setting things up differently. Okay, so there, let's see. So everyone understand? Make sense? We're about to see if it really does make sense. Okay, cool. So I want you to take a second and I want you to think about, don't tell me, what you might want to set up. Okay, what's your best technique and how would you set it up so that you could execute that technique in a sparring match? Okay, so think about it for a second. Play it out in your head, figure out closed stance, open stance, what it is that you need them to do. And when you figured it out, raise your hand. All right, Catherine's got one. All right, so Catherine, I want you to message me what it is you want to do and how you want them to respond.
I have a question.
Okay,
In
never
addition
mind. Go ahead.
Is this specific to Olympic style sparring?
Yes, for now it's specific to Olympic style. All right. If you want to use point, like you want to take a headshot, right? You want to use your hands to the head. I'm okay with that also. Just make sure it's something that people would understand. Like if you're trying to elicit a shot to the head, that's going to be hard for people to get because most people aren't doing point sparring. All right. So if you are the one who wants to make the shot to the head, that's fine. But if what your goal is to have them make a shot to the head so you can take a body shot, that's going to be a whole lot harder. All right. So same question. If you have yours, all right, raise your hand.
I have a question.
Yeah, what's up?
So like, what exactly are you going to do after they do their move?
Well, so that's the thing. I want to know, how would you get to do what you want to do?
Okay.
All right. So in our first example, all right, Bobby wanted to throw an axe kick. He wanted to come in with his back leg throwing an axe kick, which means he had to figure out how to get you to go where he wanted you to go, which was he stepped up, you slid back, and that gave him the opening that he wanted. Okay. So that's exactly what you guys are figuring out now. Okay. And when you figure out what technique it is you want to throw and what you need them to do, raise your hand. It's a hard question. This is a whole new level of thinking. All right, Charlie's got one. All right, Char, message me what you got. Tell me what you are going to do and what you think the response is going to be, and then we're going to go from there. We're going to see if you're right. We'll see if it works. Just make sure you're only messaging me and not everyone.
I have comment.
Yeah, what's up?
I can't think of anything because I feel like I have a hard time thinking about stuff before I spar. I kind of think stuff when I'm in the moment, so I'm having a hard time at all thinking of anything.
Right. Well, so that's exactly why we're doing this, is because that's not going to serve you, right? So that's exactly the point. Yeah, Andrew, what's up? What's up, Andrew?
I thought of one.
Okay, so I'm going to get Charlie's, and then I'll get yours. All right, and Umi, you have one too?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right, cool. So we got a couple people. We'll see if we can get to you guys. We'll get to everyone. I think we should have time. Actually, we don't. Okay. Whoops, that went to Uma. Sorry, Uma. That didn't give you any information that was going to be a problem, though. I'll ask Charlie the same question, though. See what Charlie's response is. Catherine, you have one too? Okay, good. Okay, Charlie, got it? All right, so we're gonna make Charlie my pinned video. So stand on up, guys. All right, so is Charlie everybody's video? Yes, okay, good.
Wait, I'm confused a little. Like, do I do what I said or like?
Do what you said and add that one motion in that I suggested.
Where do I add it? After the. Oh,
Right,
okay,
you got it?
I think. So wait.
So actually, you know what, Char? Try it your way and let's see if it works. And if it doesn't work, try it my way.
Okay.
Maybe yours will work. It's totally possible. All right, so eyes are on Char. All right, guarding stance. Remember, you're responding to her motion. Okay, go ahead. That you had the right idea. You're just a little slow afterwards. So as soon as you see them move, you follow up, even if they don't all do it. All right, can you see all of them?
No.
You can't? Okay, put yourself on gallery view.
I can only see 4 people at a time.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, so then then hopefully some of the 4 people will respond the way you want them to. Some of them did, by the way. I just don't know if it was the people you wanted. So now try it my way.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So go ahead, guys. Guarding stance, bouncing. All right. See what happens. There you go. Excellent. That was it. Good. All right, cool. So what Char did, all right, so what she sent me originally was that she would hoojin back, all right, banking on the idea that you guys would slide up or step up, and that she would sidestep and then come in with a back fist to the head. So she was doing point sparring or a punch to the head. Okay, which sort of worked the first time. It did. About half of you were willing to make the commitment to going forward into her. The second time, all right, I had her add a fake in. I said, okay, so now hoojin back, fake. And then when they come in, sidestep. And almost all of you did it. Okay, so by adding in that fake, she had better control over her trap. Okay, so let's see. Andrew, you said you had one, right? So Andrew, type to me whatever it is you have. Let me get rid of my conversation with Charlie, because otherwise I'm gonna message the wrong person. As I say, and this may be the last one we have time for. I think this stuff is really fun. This is some of my favorite stuff about sparring, is figuring out what I can make people do and how I can best do what I want, that are my techniques, that in order for, and make them do however it is I want to set them up. I think it's really, really fun. Ooh, all of a sudden, was a NASA symbol. Okay. Okay, cool. Try it. See what happens. That's a great idea. All right, so I'm gonna make Andrew your pinned video and your spotlight video. And Andrew, you're gonna wanna put yourself on gallery view because you wanna make sure you can see everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so everyone has Andrew as their person? Yeah, thumbs up. All right, cool. All right, so yeah, Clarissa, just sit this one out because otherwise it's not gonna work. All right, so bouncing, guys, right leg back. All right, or whatever. All right, and you're responding to Andrew. All right, so go ahead, see what happens. All right, so you got a little glitch. So let's do it one more time. Okay, they have a pretty good idea as to what you're gonna do now, but let's see what happens. Yeah, and they still fell for it. Excellent, good, that was perfect. So in fact, more of you did it the second time, which was amazing since I thought you were gonna like figure out at least what he was doing. all right, which is he came in with a back leg fake, all right, and if the first time some of you slid back, some of you didn't, all right, some of you went a little bit off to the side or sort of did something different, then the second time, which is where I thought you had already seen that he wanted to throw the spin hook, almost all of you did exactly what he wanted you to do. All right, which is great. I mean, that shows that it worked. Yeah, Kat, what's up?
When he glitched, I couldn't tell if it was a spin hook kick or a back kick, so I went banking on the fact that it was a back kick, and I was
Okay, yeah,
fine.
fair enough. Fair enough, absolutely. That's I understand why that would have happened. All right, but so good. So that's the basic ideas of trapping. Okay. So questions about that? And this is not necessarily stuff I would do with any of the younger students because this takes a lot of thought. All right, there's a real serious process to this in terms of like playing out what you have going on. Good fighters, again, are like chess players. Like they'll know, well in advance how an exchange is going to end, or even 2 or 3 exchanges ahead. All right. So any questions, thoughts, items of note? No? Okay. So really, really quick announcements and then we'll bow out. All right. So this Friday is bingo night. Yay. Okay. So on Friday, we will have bingo night. I will send out boards, all right, that night to people. All right. It's going to be at 5 o'clock. And there will be prizes. All right. So, Uma, what's up?
What do you mean by sending out boards to us?
So you guys are going to need bingo boards, right? So what we're going to do that night is I'm going to send out each individual person. I will send you a bingo board. All right. Like I send you a printout of it or something, or not a printout, like something on your screen that you can see. You may have to recopy it.
Wait, so like, is it like for each person or just for like each?
So everybody's going to have a different one.
Okay. So like, what if like 2 people are on like one screen?
And then I was going to say, then you're going to have to like sort of pass that off one person to the other person.
Okay.
All right. There's no real way to cheat. It's not like if you know their numbers, you can do any better. So it's not that big a deal. I'll just send you 2 different boards.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
And yeah, there'll be prizes and no, I don't know what they are. All right. I will figure that out. I will deliver or have pickup of whatever they are. And I'm sending out a newsletter. It's hopefully going to go out in the next couple of minutes. All right. I'm hopefully going to finish it up right now, reread what I read, make sure it makes sense. Some of it is going to require your response. So please make sure you read it. All right. Because I need answers from people. All right. On some of the questions that I'm going to ask. All right. So let's bow out such that it is, since I'm sitting down still. All right. So Triet, Kinye, Kamsahamnida. All right. And Kukie, Kinye.
take one.
All right. Take one. And high five, guys. That was fun.
Woo.
Well
That was
done.
fun.
Good stuff tonight. All right. Have a good
See
evening.
you all later.
I'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Bye.